gunner crew of the North Star. And together, we're going to make our mark on this galaxy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nomad Ghost channel. Today we're diving into Concord, the PlayStation and PC title from Firewalk Studios that had a rocky launch and is now being taken offline. But is this the end, or could Concord make a comeback? Let's talk about what happened and what the future might hold. Concord was designed as an ambitious online multiplayer shooter, aiming to bring players a new live service experience with the PlayStation ecosystem. Developed by Firewalk Studios, which PlayStation acquired, the game had high expectations. This was Sony's attempt to compete with the giants of online multiplayer, but things didn't go as planned. Now, before we get into what caused the downfall of Concord, I want to take a moment to talk about the sheer complexity of game development, especially for an online game like this. As someone who is familiar with the game industry, I know firsthand the amount of effort, passion, and skill it takes to bring a project like this to life. It's not just about making something fun, it's about crafting a whole ecosystem where every player's experience is seamless. You've got hundreds of moving parts from game mechanic, characters animation, servers, live updates, balancing the meta, and so on. Even after 8 years of developing game like this face massive challenges, technical, creative, and economic. So what exactly went wrong with Concord? Let's start with the most obvious issue, its player base. When Concord launched, it struggled with one of the worst issues an online game can have, low player numbers. At its peak, there were fewer than 100 active players. Some even reported that at one point, there were only 35 players online. Concord spent 8 years in development, and you can imagine how much effort went into that. But the launch didn't have the biggest marketing push that we've seen with the games like Destiny or Call of Duty. A lot of players didn't even know it was coming out until it was already out. The gaming market is saturated with big online shooters, and Concord had to go up against games like Overwatch and Destiny and so on, which have massive player bases and constant updates. So, with little marketing and almost no buzz, Concord was fighting an uphill battle from the start. From what I've seen and heard, Concord was not a fundamentally bad game. It had a solid mechanic and it worked, but it didn't stand out in the crowded online shooter market. Players expected something new, something fresh, but instead, many reviews said it felt like just another shooter. With established games like Overwatch and Destiny offering more refined and polished experiences, Concord failed to crave out its own niche. I want to emphasize that making games, especially one like Concord, is no small feat. The development team at Firewalk Studios likely poured their hearts and souls into this game, and sometimes, despite all that passion and effort, things just don't work out. There are countless factors that can lead to a game's downfall: market trends, technical difficulties, poor timing, or even something as simple as too much competition. It's easy for us to judge from the outside, but there are always so many layers to why a game fails. What we need to keep in mind is that behind every project, there are dedicated people who want to create something gamers will love. Sony made the tough call and announced the Concord would be taken offline as of September 6, 2024. In their blog post, they acknowledged that while certain elements of the game worked well for players, others didn't land as intended. Firewalk Studios had spent years working on this project, and although it didn't hit the mark right away, they seemed open to exploring future options for the game. They didn't officially call it cancelled, so there may still be hope for Concord down the road. This could mean a potential rework or a relaunch, possibly even as a free to play game. Who knows? Developers hinted at finding ways to reach players better in the future. We've seen this before. Games like No Man's Skies and Cyberpunk had disastrous launches, but with time, patches, and dedicated development team, they managed to make an impressive comeback. So, what can we learn from Concord's quick rise and fall? The game industry is tough now. There is no guarantees even for projects with years of development behind them. It's not just about making a good game, it's about finding the right time, the right market, and the right community. In Concord's case, it just didn't click. I personally think Concord had potential, but it was up against too many obstacles. What do you think? Did you guys play Concord? Do you think it should have been given more times, or was Sony right to move on? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep videos into gaming. Stay curious and explore in the realm of video games. See you in the next one.
Perhaps we should have let go also.
Enough. Do not dare.
Well, we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go, I
never leave
swear I will bring
Oh,
vengeance.
look, there they are. Hi. What the?
I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.